philosophy topic. It's a very complex one, but there's ways of simplifying it to understand it. So one of the things I was going to cover today, this isn't going to get covered in 1 week, but it forms the foundation of a lot of what Guruji talks about. Now, if we can try to understand and reflect where we've come from, we can have some control in terms of changing where we're going. Now, on our own, these are things I want to highlight. On our own, Guruji says, we do things with our own man and try to do it ourselves, nothing changes. Things play out and then we go through cycle. Through Guru's Shabad, you can change anything. Anything changes. But it changes in different ways depending on the types of Karam. So we're not going to go into all of that now. What happened when I went to Los Angeles was, we were going through how Anand and Karam, and we're not going to cover all of these today, but there's specific things that you need to understand about Sikhi, about what Guruji says about these things, and it will give you a better understanding of things. So, a lot of people should know the answer to this question. Karam is really linked into Maya. Maya and Karam have got a strong link. Can anyone succinctly tell me what Maya is? What's Maya? Hanji Benji.
Money, your possessions and stuff.
Money and your possessions. Hanji.
Anything that takes you away from Bible.
Hanji. So one element, so there's 3 elements that describe Maya. One is, if it makes you forget Waheguru, then that's Maya. What are the other 2 things? It's related to what Benji said. It's attachment to those possessions. Huh? So those possessions are Maya as well, but it's the attachment to them Guru calls Maya. This physical thing in itself, he's talking more about our illusion. So there's anything that makes you forget God, where there's an attachment, and what's the third thing? What does that mean, buddy?
Love of something other than God.
So when you form a love for it. Now love is a different, I'm not going to go into a big, so if you love it, attach to it, and it makes you forget God, oh Maya. Maya isn't just money. So you think about all the different things that can be Maya. Maya isn't just money. Maya could be your children. Maya could be your own body. Maya could be your social status in the dunya. Who you think you are. Or Maya ho sakdiya. So Maya is not just how much money you've got in your pocket in the bank and you're attached to that. It's an attachment that's taking away from God. So that could be to yourself. So in Maya, it is important to understand that stage first, what Maya is. Now, so I'm not going to go through all of the elements of that. That's a basic thing that we should all understand. Now, this part here, there'll be a full picture at the end, and I'm not going to cover it all today. So, when we read Gurbani, Gurbani tells us that Maya breaks down into 3 different types. Does anyone know what those 3 are? When we say Tre Gun Maya, Tre Guni, do you know what they are? Anyone know one of them? Rajo, Tamo, Sato. So in Bani, there's Tamo, Rajo, Sato that's talked about. Now, what I've tried to simplify these things, there's 5 levels. For every Gursik, for every person on this dunya, there's 5 levels. There's Tamo Gun, That's when we start, our animal instincts, they're the raw ones, they're calm, raw, the low, mohankar. When we're operating in those, or level 1 now, that's a low level. Second level is worldly desires, when we really want to become something. That's when we're trying to become something in this dunya. मैं कुछ बन जावां, मेरी army होवे, मेरी फौज होवे, मेरा नाम लेन सारे, I become something really big. वो रजो गुणी है. That's when we read S.H.A.R.E if you go through the S.H.A.R.E, a lot of that talks about Rajo Guna. If you read it through, a lot of that's Rajo Guni. Then Sato Guni, this is where we do Pakhand. A lot of Gursikh, मैं कथा बहुत सुनी, even Gursikh, वो कहते Gursikh no Sato Guni होना चाहिए. That's not Gurmat नहीं है that ਗੱਲ. That's not Gurmat. To say Sato Guni hona chahiye Gursikh, and I'll show you why that is in a minute. Just Sato Guna, that's when a person does become a good person here on this planet, but Ophebi or ritualistic vichya. Now when we talked about this, Jirif, all the faiths, according to Gurmat and Gurbani, Jirif, all the faiths of S.H.A.R.E, the Quran, the Torah, the Bible, into the third, into Tre Gurmaya, but it comes into Sato Guni. But ਉਹ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ. Now the two stages above that are Anand and Sahaj. ਜਿਹੜੀ Sahaj avastha Guruji talks about, then merger. Those two are relatively the same. Now I ask everyone a question here. When you look at these three levels here, up to, when we start everybody has Ananda Karaj, and in your Ananda Karaj, where do you think Guruji, so we took 4 lama hundiyan, we have 4 lama. Those 4 lama are about meeting God. Pehli lam, duji, tiji, chauthi, we meet God, है ना? Jere lama, the pehli lam, can anyone, and the ones who haven't heard this part before of the lecture, Jere, can anyone plot it? Where does the first lam start in there of those 5? When you say Har Pelladi Lav Parvirti, Har Pelladi Lav Parvirti Karam Dradaya Balaramji. Where does that? Where does that first whole lam? Where does Guruji start us? Guess. Where do you have a guess? Hanji? On level 3. Tika? Anyone else got different idea? Number 1. On animal instinct. Anyone else? Hanji? For Anand and Sahaj. So Tika, so we got different answers. Now, if you in the Pehli Lav, Guruji says, Sahaj Anand Hoa Vad Bhagi Man Har Har Meetha Laya. Where Guruji starts this is actually in between 3 and 4. Gursikh, the Anand Karaj and all the Karaj without Guru is outside of Maya. That's what that tells us. It's above Maya. Maya to Bara. Jo Gurbani, when Gurbani speaks, it's above Maya. What brings us back into Maya is when we say, Nahi, aa cheezain soniyan lagdiyan hai. I like my family, I like my house, I like my this, then that brings you back into here. Whenever you go to the Guru, whether you do Kirtan, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪਦੇ ਆ, ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ. As long as you're sitting there in a certain way, you're actually outside of Maya. It's only when you want to go back, that's your decision. So it's the thing to remember, Lama Maya to Bara, even your Pelladi Lam. Chauthi da dur di gala, that's for me, Vaheguru na. Jiri Pelladi Lama starts there. So, you've got animal instinct, Tamogun, you've got worldly desires, Rajogun, then you've got
ਜਿਹਦਾ honesty, contentment but ritualistic, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਦਈਏ ਉਹ ਸਤੋਗੁਣੀ ਆ. Then you got Anand and Sahaj, and then you've got those karm ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ merge with God, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਕਰਕੇ your atma is actually with Waheguru. That's the fifth one. Now the only bit I'm going to cover on this week, because I've covered this in lectures but I haven't covered it in massive detail, I've kind of gone over it, so I'm not going to do that today, but we're going to think about this. So Maya, this is how Maya breaks down. Maya breaks down into Tamogun, animal instinct, Rajogun, Satogun, but Jiri Turiya Avastaya, there's a thing called Turiya, what we call Sahaj Avastha. When in Bani, Guruji uses that word synonymously. Turiya, Sahaj, the Anahad Shabad and all those things that's in those top two. So, where I'm going to stop today is on Kirta Karma. Anyone know what Kirta Karma? Kirta Karma. When we read Gurbani and we say Kirt Karma ke vichhade kar kirpa milo ram, when Guru says Kirt Karma karke main vichhade aaya, what's Guruji saying?
Your actions.
Hanji?
It's to do with your actions.
Yeah. But specifically what? Hanji? Did someone say something? Don't be shy. किदा किरत कर्म 12 माह पढ़दे तुसी किरत कर्म के विछड़े first पंक्ति what does it mean? हाँ जी. So ये जेरे कर्मा, these are the karma that come with us. They're the karma that come with us. On as janam, this janam has been molded. It's been molded by the karma that we've done previously. Jere ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ कर्म करने ਆ, they're going to mold your next janam if you take one, what we do here. Now kirt karm, it's really important that we understand that. Gurbani de vich Guruji says pe purab janam, ithe kirt karm purab janam ke mile sanjogi ante kona sahai. Jere purva karma janam and kirt karma, they're from like what our last janam has done to us, our previous lives. So we've collected loads of karma. They're on matiteya. Guru Sahib says they're on a matha, and they come with us. They drive everything that you're doing. So for instance, if someone comes to Sangat, sometimes that's because of purabli karma jere hai kirt karma changeya. If someone, you can force them, do what you want, break their arm, twist it, do what uni aana nahi hega. And it's driven by this. So if you're here on this dunya and you're doing bhakti, some of that is related to kirta karma. Some of it is also related to possibly what you've done here. Because the sadh sangat, by sitting in the sadh sangat, wo cheejan has a huge effect on you. Now when we read the Shabad, on the first week read the Shabad, Pai vaho karma prapat hove Nanak dar sache sobha pai. If you jira Waheguru karda ithe on this planet, Gurbani padde a and naam japde a, ਉਹ ਕਰਮ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ. Huge ਚੀਜ਼, massive ਚੀਜ਼, very very big ਚੀਜ਼. When that's what Waheguru is doing is, just so that you understand it, Waheguru is putting you into level 4. He's putting you into level 4. When you start saying, going back into like just ritualistic stuff, ਉਹ level 3 ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਂਦਾ. When you start going back to the other bit to say, oh, I'm getting back into my job, into my family, we're going to become something, then you go on to level 2. When you start saying that or that woman's really sony, or that banda's really sona, and I'm going to chase them and do putte kam, and then or you start saying gussa thun gussai janda on everybody, or you're really attached to everything. You say, I don't want to go, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. That's going down all the way down to a base instinct. Jere hege calm, krodh, lobh, and when we become greedy, when we become like we've got enough, but we just want more. We just want a bit more. Theek hai, keep collecting. Animal instinct. You got to remember, jere 5 doot then janavar as well. Then animals too. But their survival mechanism, it's what bodily survival mechanism. They keep your species alive. They keep your species on this planet. Without Panjadut, the species will die. So it has to procreate, just a karma. The anger really was a protective mechanism. Just it's protecting itself, and you have to do whatever you need to survive. Jara lobha, greed, it's like you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's collecting. More attachment. If you look at all through the animal planet, if the mother doesn't look after that child, or the sibling, or the bacha, or the infant, let's say, the mother doesn't look after it, it dies. So there has to be a level of attachment there. The ego, the pride part is just to show that you are something, to get your territory. It's animals, that's animal instinct, but you need that. Human being needs it to survive as a species, but it doesn't need it to what we're doing, which is you put Gandh into music, you put Gandh into films, you put Gandh into everything, you put attachment that without, there ain't no God, attach ho the dunya is everything, namaji laha lay jao of bakwas, then that you've made those 5 doot into something really evil here. What Guru's doing, when you sit in Kirtan, and this is the problem now, what we've done in England, Khaskar, I was talking to VG outside as well, when we go to Europe, Kirtan karde na on the Sundays. A lot of people here haven't been to Europe as well. Europe, just go to a Sunday Divan in Europe. Sunday Divan, utthe uni aajana, sangat ne beh and they don't move till the Bhog. Now you come in England now, sangat ne aajana about 10-15, Kirtan shuru ho janda, 1 pound rakh ke see guys, me here, or they don't move, and or Kirtanal Gandhe sare as well. The Sangat sings with the Kirtan there. And that thing in England, you very rare can you go to a Gurdwara now where the Sangat sings with the Kirtan. Now that's really paralysing Sikhi. That thing that we've made, that culture that we've made in the UK, that's paralysing our Sikhi. Because what that's doing in Sadh Sangat, Guruji says the praises that we might do on our own, jadon ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, it's huge, it's different ਚੀਜ਼. In the Sadh Sangat, Guruji saying, ਉੱਥੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਪਾਪ ਵੀ ਮਿਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. When we talked about 5 doot, Sadh Sangat is dusht vas hote. Guru says only in the Sadh Sangat they come under control. Sadh Sangat de vich. Second thing, and the other thing Guruji says is, Sat Sangat Naam Nidhan hai, jithon har paya. Sat Sangat de vichon, when we do Naam there, utho Vaiguru milda. And from there what we made that, we paralysed it. Number one, we might not come to it, which is even worse anyway, but even when we're coming to it, the culture of the Sadh Sangat has now become, Bejo, watch a bit of stage stuff that's going on, put your pound down and go. And I'm not trying to do Nindya of Sangat, because it's still Sadh Sangat. But what I'm saying is the culture of what Bhai Gurdas Ji said Sangat was, bahut pyar naal bende hunde sige, they used to sit together, uni ek dooje nu samjhna jada ohi Rabb hai, Sikhi Rabb hai. There was that sochani was there. That's all not there now. So Guru's taking you into the Sahaj and Anand. As soon as you say the Shabd of Guru, then Amrit comes through those words. Amrit Bachan, Sadh ki Bani, Jo bole so mukh amrit paave. Jo Guru ne bachan kahe, if someone speaks them, amrit comes on your tongue. You won't know. You might know, or amrit comes. But then what we do is we waste that because we want fikka swad. Fikka swad again, the insipid, taste. We want that instead. So we don't really want to stay in Turiya Avastha or in the fourth state. We say, come drop back down, it's alright. Keep dropping back down. So that's what our mind is doing. So when we're stuck in all these things. And a lot of that is because of the Kirt Karam. Sanu Saad, even Gursikh, every day Gursikh the Ardas, 2 vari din vich, eh ya, pay Sahi Gurmukh Pyare Mel, Jina Milya, Tera Naam Chite Aave. Ona nu milke, jada thoda naam chite aave. No one means it. Jodi si Ardas karde, we don't mean it. Because if we meant it, then we'd be saying, we'd be in Jithe Naam Japan Wale Gursikhans, we'd be in them then. But we don't mean it, hai. We say that, it's kind of formalized Ardas. But Guruji wants us to stay into that environment. So what I want you to sit together in your groups today is this. I want you for 1 minute each, just 1 minute each in your groups, one and a half max. Sare ne discuss karna. I want you to think about what things have influenced your life today which you believe are from your Kirt Karam. Pichle janam tuma. And I'm not going to give you answer, but everything in terms of your rubric, everything, where you get placed, So I want you to have that conversation quickly now, for the next few minutes, is jere Kirt Karma kite hosi, and how they've influenced your life today, about what you are, who you are, where you are. Ki tusi karde hain. Have a think and a conversation about that. Tika? If you could get into groups of about 5 or 6.
We talked about how obviously from our families to our background to our values to what country we've been born in, all of that kind of is, those choices have been made from our past lives. So we said that a lot of the things that influence us today have been made by that. However, we said that having the intention to come into Sangat, doing Ardas to Guruji, is a huge thing, and setting our intention to make positive changes can enable us to help finish all of this off with Guru's grace, because it is all to do with Guru's Kirpa. And we said that some things we just can't change. We just can't change certain things, but having the support of the Guru and getting through those things, you see changes where Guruji will help you. And the more Naam Japna and the more Gurbani you read, at times it feels like you're licking a stone, and it feels like where am I getting? But really, it's helping us. It's helping us to change our Karam, but we just don't see it. And we talked about, I think, the setting the intention, taking Amrit is a big thing as well. But again, that comes from the Kirpa that Guruji does on us. But I think we came to an understanding that coming to Sadh Sangat and making the intention and doing Ardas is a huge thing. And Guruji, with having that heartfelt Ardas, that you really mean it, and it's not just like you're trying to get through it within 2 minutes. Like, it has to be that you really feel that Ardas. That is a huge step in the process.
Good.
We decided that from Karam you obviously meet Guru, and then you got Sangat and Naam, and in an answer it says E Karmi Haras Paye.
So when you quote Gurbani, jithe karma, where karma comes in Gurbani, karma means different things in Bani, and it's got 5 meanings. Jithe karma means kirpa as well. So when you read karma there, it means kirpa.
What we're saying for our next journey, if we don't learn to forgive and become humble, then that will also create our karma for our next life. So we sort of linked it back, and we were just saying, in this life, we've obviously done some karma to be born in the families we've been born into, the siblings we have, the partners that you have, the children you have. But in order to move on from that, we have to do Amrit, you do Simran, you do Path and everything. But at the same time, if we don't treat people with respect, we're not humble, then unfortunately that gun again will be created, and that will carry on with us. So we have to change our actions, we have to become more humble, we have to listen to what Gurbani is saying and taking it in our hearts and taking that on board. And that will hopefully help us either on our next journey or maybe, make us one with Waheguru. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
तेरे कर्म ही चंगे है, ये husband बहुत सोहना सुनखा चंगा and बड़ा मिठा बोलता है, all that kind of stuff.
What we were saying was, I was thinking about my own Karam and what's good, what I've got from this life, from my previous Karam, good family, good house, good job, all that kind of thing. Then Buddy pointed out that also the bad things that happen in this life are from the Karam as well, like somebody might have a hand missing, might lose a leg, that kind of thing. And I didn't think of that myself. We were also discussing how to end the Karam. It comes back to the 5 stages. We're stuck in the first 3. To get rid of the bad things that are going to happen to us in this life from our previous Karam, we need to move into 4 and 5 stage, in the Turiya stage, and stay there, not drop back down. But we keep dropping back down to the 3, the 2, and usually to the 1 really. We had a little bit of a buddy here said that the way to finish it was to take Amrit, right? And this is what Uncle you was asking about. Do all your Bishakam finish when you take Amrit? Bhai Sahib here was saying that they do. We were saying that you need to feed on that a bit more as well. You can't just take Amrit and that's it, you're done. Everything sort of, you've got to sort of make that Amrit blossom as well by doing everything that we need to do as part of being Amritaris.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਫਲ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਇਸ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਉਹ ਬਾਹਲਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਖਿਆਲ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ 'ਤੇ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੀ ਸੋਲ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਪਿਓਰ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਨੇਚਰ ਕਿਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਜਾਣੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਰਾਹ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਇਆ। ਅਤੇ ਕੱਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾਮ ਬਾਣੀ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਸਿਆਣਪਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਹੋਣ ਜਾਂ ਪੁੰਨ ਦਾਨ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਰਤਾਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਨਾਮ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਮੈਂ ਸਵਾਸ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਸੰਗਤ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਵੇ। ਉਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪੇ ਫਿਰ ਬਿਰਧ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੀਲ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
That where we're placed in our families can depend on our parents and what type of souls they are, and it's the amount of Qur'an we do when we're to be born and when a child is to be born. But what we also said was by just taking Amrit, we're not eliminating all our likha from our previous life, but it's what we do now, and whether we're going to be totally getting the gun and putting that into our life. But if we're still making mistakes and we've taken Amrit, we're just adding more likha to our lives. So it's just about reinforcing, and by doing Saad Sangat, like we were saying, that it's Karam that's brought us here today, but there's so much Sangat in Coventry, but not everyone's here, but it's the Karam that we're doing, and whether we're here or whether we're not here. But yeah, that was it. Anything else?
So the first point we got was what we've done here in our past lives has affected our standing in our Janams today. So the parents that we have, the friends that we have, the places that we've been born into. And the reason we have bad Karams is, well, there's a range of reasons. One, it gets rid of our path when bad things are forced upon us, like bad health, bad experiences. It also teaches us lessons for the future. We have had to have many Janams of good Karams just to walk into Maharaj's Darbar. And we reap what we sow, essentially. So we do good Karams in previous Janams and in this Janam, and then good things start happening to us. We get a bit closer to Maharaj, we get a bit closer to Guruji, we develop a bit more praying for Guruji. And the way to actually escape all of it is don't let Maya Karam have that strong bond. So you don't want to get attached to any of it, because Maharaj has even helped us in the sense that we don't remember anything that we've done from our previous Janams, because if we remembered what we did in our last Janam, the first thing we do is run back and try and find what we left behind. So if we keep doing good Karams and pleasing Maharaj and we get rid of all of our pap, then Maharaj Kirpa, they should free us from all of it.
A couple of extra ones probably. Is that stuff that you done in your past life that was done in Dragon would be adding to your total Karam, and then before you come into this life you're given a certain amount that you'd have to get through here, and then to end it the only thing that would work is you'd have to take Amrit and then start doing Karam outside of Dragon, and then you burn through what you've done previously, and then you could start making progress in your bhakti here.
I don't know, Pacha. I mean,
we're still pondering on the lesson last week. We haven't got over that one yet, about forgiveness. I have to digest that one first. I do like to have... Stop taking my photograph. I like to make I don't know about this week, but I like to make a little comment on last week's lesson about forgiveness. Chalo?
Yeah.
Koi nahi. You gave me the microphone. You can only... Forgiveness, you only have to forgive once. But you have to resent every day, each day, all day. If you don't forgive, you can't move on. That's for me as well. You don't forgive, you can't move on, you're stuck in the same place. And it's like a big weight on top of you. As for this week, Karam, if you want to know about Karam, do save in the kitchen when you're washing the dishes. You empty the sink and your dishes keep piling up, that's how your Karam pile up. So how are you going to end up? I think God makes the final say of that. We're not in control of that.
So there's some interesting points came up, and also the Amrit question has come up and different things. Let's go back a step. Kirt Karam. We've done loads of Karam before, Hana? We've done lots of actions. They're built up into what we regard as potentially likha, but a birth, rebirth. When you came here to this planet, you came with Karam. There's a certain amount of your baggage that you have that's in this Janam, but it's highly likely there's lots more. So this was just part of a journey. So even before you've done this Janam, you've already got the other ones laid out. There's all there because you want to complete them. You can't complete them here. And that's what those shouts when we say lekhe kate na shutiye, khin pulana har, bakshan har bakshile nana par utar. But jere o lekhe we can't get out of the lekhe. O lekhe o kar leya. So we've come here. You might have come and said you got a janam here as a human being, and your sanjog. That's the word. Is sanjog. When we read Japji Sahib, just for people who read Jap, Sanjog, Vijog, Doe Kar Chalave. Guruji says, they control these karma, what you've done, who you met with, who you've had interactions with, they come through in other janams, they keep coming through. Right? So yours might be covering, for argument's sake, I'll try and keep it positive, 10%, but you've got 90% more outside of this janam yet. So you've already got 9 more janam when you came. While we're here, we start building up more, that 9 goes to 12, 15, 100, 200, 1,000, million, it can go to loads. Just depends on what you do. But what Guru's saying is, so by swal siga, but if you do Amrit, now one of the key things to understand, so there's, I don't want to go into the terminology because it gets confused, but Purble Karma, there's Sanchit and there's Parlabad, Parlabad hai outside of this janama. But the ones that are on your matha here, the ones you have to do here, oh change nahi kar sakde tusi. They ain't going to change, They can get added to. Guru can do blessings, but you have to somehow fulfill those. The ones that are outside, so when we said you're going to cover 10%, but there's 90% left, those are the ones that break, those are the ones they get eaten up first. So when a person starts doing Bart, Simran, they do it, they say, nothing's changed. Kuch change nahi hoya. What they don't understand is jere barle karma, the parlabad ones, the 90% extra ones that you can't cover in this janam, they're shrinking. Or shrink ho raha hai, they're coming down like this. They're coming down. Then it comes to your janam here, when you finish them. When it comes to this janam here, then that's why Bhakti, your Bhakti, see people accelerate, their Bhakti accelerates, they end the janams are finished, those ones. Now, Bhai Savda swal siga about Karam jere hai. First thing, when you take Amrit, they go to the Guru. That's why Pivo Pahol Khande Tar Hoi Janam Suhela. When you go to the Guru, the first thing Guru does, or extra 90%, he cuts them. They get finished. So now you're operating in this Janam. And people ask, oh well, you done Amrit, why did you fall in an accident, break your leg or do some damage? Oh, because those Karam are still on your Matha. Now the person who does Bhakti, Guruji, if he wants to, he makes them really small. So for instance, he can destroy it in a dream. He can make a big thing small. And you know, we know about this. There's Sakhiyan, there's lots of Sakhiyan about that, where Guruji's, someone was going to get hung. And from that, and that was it. That Karam's finished. So it is a little bit complicated, but those things, we got to remember is that your Janam, you're making loads more. And one of the things that one of the Kathawajiks he was talking about was, think of it like this. We're living here and we're building, you're doing a Karam, it's falling into a queue, it's falling behind. So you build up a queue. But you're going to have to take a Janam and then those Karam are going to come forward. So I might have robbed somebody, those Karam are going to come out. But then ultimately where you did Bhakti, that's going to come out as well. And that's going to give you an option in the Sadh Sangat. Now you've got, where you do a bit of Bhakti here, even if it doesn't mean that we've finished our Likha, that's going to come out somewhere. You're going to get another option somewhere. You're going to get opportunity. Now, someone was asking about free will versus Karam. Where does free will come? Now you got to understand this. Those things, they'll keep coming. Only Aijana, you can't get out of them. But what Guru's asking you to do, when you talk about free will, the very word is all about how free will is. Free will, as a Gursikhs, we don't talk about free will. What you talk about is, I become zero. The Guru's door opens. When the Guru's door opens, that's when he'll do anything. Now the difference between Hindus and when they talk about Karam, because Hindus have got the same Karam philosophy. And the difference what Guru Nanak Dev Ji brought to us, and it's in the Mool Mantar, is Gur Prasad. Hindus don't talk about Gur Prasad. Jere Guru di Kirpa hai, where Guru Ji gave us this much Bani, any Bani deti sanu. He says the Guru's Kirpa, when that Kirpa, he's giving you the doorway to destroy. And when the Shabad tells us, Guru ka Shabad kata kot karam. Guru da Shabad destroys karam. Shabad da kam hi hai to destroy all the queued up actions are. That's the Shabad's kam. But the point is this: when we talk about free will and have I got an option, when we're sitting and listening to the Shabad, all the Guru's telling us to do is this. He's saying, Manu, stop kar lo. Stop the man running away. Make it Paire Ram kaho chitlai. Guru saying, chitla ke keh de. Just say it with your emotions. Ek bari keh de. That's going to start destroying loads of stuff. But we can't see that. So going back to that point, when we started doing Simran, first thing we say is, where's the result? When we start doing Bhakti, where's the result? We want a result first. But the result is, you can't see those Karam now, the ones that are extra, is destroying them. You can't see them. So you've already made a result. And as we're adding more and more and more and more onto that, the Q thing is going to keep coming. So if we're just living a Janam Jithe Hagaya Maya Vich Fasil, go back to these things. Rajoguni, Mera Karamete Hagaya. All I'm doing all the time is saying, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be successful. That's it. And I don't spend any time doing Bhakti. And when you read Bhai Gurdashi's Kavit Sayi and Vara, Bhai Gurdashi enna keh rahe hai Okay, 24 minutes keh rahe hai Bhai Gurdas ji, that's it. He said 24 minutes, just make 24 minutes of your day mad. One kadi, 60 kadiyan chon, 60 kadiyan, just think about it, your day is broken down into 60 sections. He's saying give one of them to Saad Sangat. Saad Sangat nu ek de do. And Bhai Gurdas ji keh rahe oh ek de naal nij ghar vasa ho janda hai, nij ghar vich. In other words, inside our body where God resides, the mind slowly will go and start residing there. But that's what you got to do, is slowly keep giving. You got to keep giving Saad Sangat your daan. Ana daan is our man, tan and tan. You have to keep giving the Saad Sangat that. So, although it's a complicated topic and this gets worse, you'll see then over the coming things about accepting hukum and accepting homme. And then there's Naam and Bani versus ritual. So that's the subtle versus what's a true religion. Sarab Dharma mein, Guru's told us such a religion kiya. Such a religion isn't that we put Sikhism on a name. That's to please. So remember Sikhism, Sikhism is an English name. Our Panth is not called Sikhism. Our religion is not called Sikhism. It's Guru's Sikhi. It's not Sikhism. But Sikhism is a Western name given to the religion. There's nothing called now Islamism or Christianism, but sadhe te ism lata. We're not our faith isn't called Sikhism, but chalo, that's a word that we reference it with, But these things, when we ask the Guru what's the true religion, Sarab Dharma mein Shreshth Dharma, har ko naam jap nirmal karm. Guru says, the highest dharma, religion, jite Hari da naam, Vaheguru da naam jap ke, oh nirmal karm oh hua. And we read Sukhmani Sahib carefully. Guruji is telling us there, karm karat hove ne karm. So Guru is saying, do the karm, jinna de naal karm ni, there's no karm associated with it. So for instance, if I do a karm of, a bad karm, if I listen to Nindya, I've done a karm there, but that's built up more karm. Guru is saying, oh karm karo, the karm, jide naal extra nahi build up hunda. What is doing, the ones that destroy it. So when we understand Sikhi, understand all the elements of it, when we talked about Mittha Bolana last week, or we talk about forgiveness, it's a God quality, that is. Those qualities are God qualities. Sat, Santokh, Daya, Dharam, Tiraj. So truthfulness. So we don't talk, truthfulness isn't just a ritual. Santokh, contentment. If we really say, God, whatever God's given me, Vaheguru's given me, I'm really happy with it. That ain't just a ritual. That's a gun. That's a virtue. By doing that and saying that, you're destroying Karam. Daya, compassion. So for us to give it to charity and give it properly, heart, man, tana, with mind, body, and everything we say is about that cheese that we're giving it to. That's not just a ritual, because Guru's changed all of those things, because everyone does those rituals. The only difference between Sikhi and them is that we do Naam Simran at the same time. Jadoo tusi Vaheguru da naam leke daan ditta, if you give it to charity after doing Naam Abhyas, Naam Simran, meditating on God, that's not a karam anymore. If you do accept God's will by doing Naam Simran, not just saying, yeah, I accept God's will, but really we're getting depressed, accept God's will by through Naam Simran, that's not a regular cheese anymore. And honesty as well. Even honesty, when we read Asa Ki War, Guru says, home which S.H.A.R.E even our honesty is done through home. That's really bad. It's really madi cheese. So even our honesty is building up karma. So if we're doing it through Simran, then the karma get destroyed. If we do it through Gurbani, the karma get destroyed. If we're doing it through home, that I do it, I'm amazing, I'm this, I'm that, then wo karma hor extra build up ho gaya. That summarizes the first section of the karma philosophy. And in other which, so when we go through, I'm going to cover this quite quickly. I'm not going to cover that. When we go through Anand Sahib, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ every day, ਆਨੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬਹੁਤ beautiful ਬਾਣੀ ਆ, it's unbelievable ਚੀਜ਼, it's an unbelievable thing. When you say ਆਨੰਦ ਪਿਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਏ, it starts there. Anand, he's talking about Anand Guruji straight away. That's Turiya Avastha. When Guru says, "E man mere, tu sada raho har naale," he's saying, "Kera of Maya, Tragun Maya, Turiya chare, Sahaj Avastha chare." That's what Guru's saying. Sada sift salah teri naam man vasave. Sift salah. Keep doing sift salah. Guruji, keep doing his ustad. Then you come out of Maya, but just keep saying, why? If you say Waheguru, that's why the Shabd of Kabir ji, Kabir, tu karta, tu hua, mujh mein raha na hu. If you keep saying tu, main kithe reh gaya? If you say tu for me, I'm saying tu for me, then me, I'm still there, na? Sach naam adhar, mera jin bhukha sab gawaiyan, tur karm, I think you meant tur, karm paya tu jin ko. ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰਮ is not doesn't mean action, that means ਕਿਰਪਾ। ਜੇ ਤੁਰੋਂ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਆ, ਸੇ ਨਾਮ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਲਾਗੇ, ਹਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ। So if a person says Waheguru in their life, if you had the opportunity to say Waheguru in your life and even come to Sad Sangat and not do any ritualistic ਚੀਜ਼ and do bhakti, ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ, huge ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ। and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ, someone mentioned it about Coventry here. Coventry, the kinne hajar Sikh the. And not to say that they have to come here, but bhakti di gal, if we talk about that, sachi live bin de nimani. Now the Guru told you there, he said if we, without going into level 4, level 5, de nimaniya, when it goes into level 1, 2, 3. All of these things, if you read Anand Sahib around the Karam philosophy, you'll understand how it's telling you about 4th stage and taking you out of 3 stages. I'm not going to cover all of them, but yeah, look, Simrat. Now, when we talked about other faiths, because sometimes what we do, you know, Gursikh is they're scared to say that Gurbani is the truth, because they think you sound like some fundamentalist preacher or something, but Gurbani, what Guru says is the truth, So when we read Simrat Shastra, Pun Paap Vichar De, Tattay Sar Na Jani. Every day si padde hain. Vijay Simrat te Shastra, that's Hindus' holy books, Simratis, Shastras. When it does vichar, when Guru does vichar, he's taking you to the 4th state. Guru is saying that's not what they're doing. Tatte sarna jani, pun te paap vichar deya. To pun, just a good thing and a bad action, bad action, that keeps you in Maya. Good and bad action. Guru's taking you outside of actions. He's telling you to bhakti, home mein bisar ke, right? But tihi guni sansar pram sutta. Now Guru told you straight there. Tinna guna de vich sara sansar so gaya. All the world is asleep in tre gun maya vich. Tihi guni, ethe bindi lai diya for the not be controversial. Tihi guni sansar pram sutta, sutya ਰਹਿਣ ਵਿਹਾਣੀ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੌਂ ਗਏ ਰਾਤ ਹਨੇਰਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਗੁਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਜਾਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਹਰਮਨ ਵਸੇ ਬੋਲੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਬਾਣੀ। Now the Guru told you to wake up to go to the 4th one, outside of those 3 levels to level 4, you have to say Amrit Bani and do Simran. And when you say that, you come out of those 3. So this Bani, this is the Bani we read of A Maya, Jithar Visre Mobja, we talked about that. They're the 3 things about Maya. Guru tells us in Anand Sahib. Read it carefully. A Maya, Jithar Visre, that's first thing. Mo Upajay, attachment. Pao Dujalaya, start loving another thing. So he's told you about Maya there. Har Ras Meri Man Manjara. E rasna tu e rasna, Guru tells the jeev, but anaras vich rachiyo. The jeev, our tongue, is stuck in Tregun Maya as well. He said you have to come out of that, do bhakti, and to get Amrit Ras, or you're going to get stuck in the Maya the Ras. E Srira, this Srir, Guru asked our body, when we said Maya is just the money. Guru, we say every day, "Hey Srira Meria, is jag mein aake kya dud karunga?" Guru says, "You, my body, you're Maya yourself. Tu karma ki kita hai the aake." When we talk about Karam philosophy, we talk about what good thing have we done. Guru asks us every day to say it. "Hey Srira Meria, is jag mein aake kya tud karma kamaya?" Kera karma kama liya tha wali hai ke karma kamaya tud Srira jadu jag mein aaya. But even when we talk about the 4th stage there, Guru said, कि कर्म कमाए तुझे जिन हर तेरा रचन रचिया सो हर मानना वसाया. So Guru said the Waheguru who has given you everything, ਉਹ ਤੂੰ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਾਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੂੰ ਮਾਇਆ 'ਚ ਫਸ ਗਿਆ। So 9 ਦੁਆਰੇ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਕੀਏ ਤੁਸਾਂ ਗੁਪਤ ਰਖਾਇਆ ਤੈ ਅਨੇਕ ਰੂਪ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਣੇ। That's talking about that's talking about the 4th state. ਤੈ ਅਨੇਕ ਰੂਪ, Guru tells you when the Dasam Dwar, 10th gate opens, what you see there is ਤੈ ਅਨੇਕ ਰੂਪ, you know the visual cheese there is both different cheezaਂ that you can't see here. ਤੈ ਅਨੇਕ ਰੂਪ ਨਾਉ ਨਾ ਬਨਿਦ, and he said ਅਨਹਦ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੇ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਆ। There's at God's door, Waheguru's door, there's a sound current there of the Shabad. That's the Dasam Dwar opening. So that's what Guru's trying to take us to. Guru's taking us, pulling us out of here, Baam Pakad, Tamate Kadya, Kar Apna Lina Rami, taking us out. But then we just say, yeah, let go for a minute. Have a little bit more of a game here. So, Dunya de vich, to summarize, we stuck here in Maya de vich, and in Maya jo je nikalna hai, the only way is through the Guru. The Guru gives us the clear direction, and Gurbani nu samjhna padna, and it's going to take a little bit of time. But to summarize some of the things that were talked about, everything that's come about for your life, it's what karma to aaya, even to your body, it's to the person you meet, it's to someone who's going to scam you later on. Even that was sanjoga karke kai vari hunda. It's a sanjog that you've made before that's got fulfilled in through a different way. So that was part 1 of Karam.
So a couple of questions from the people who are watching through the broadcast. You might have covered them already, so skip them if you have.
Yeah.
But I'll run through them anyway, just for the sake of the people who have asked them. So the first one is, how do you change karma?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we can summarize that, but to change karma, what we've got to do is, where the opportunities are with Sangat of the Guru, is optimize those, get our mind, reduce it to 0 when we're there, do Simran of Guru and his Bani, and then your karma change. And the Pangti is, Nanak aise Satguru ki, kya o sevak seva kare. That Satguru is like God for us. What seva can we do? This is a murkha, we're fools, what can we do? But Guru's giving you answer. Gur age jiyo tare. Guruji says, forget yourself and give your Atma, give your soul to the Guru. Satguru ka pana chit kare, Satguru aap kirpa kare. So Guru says, whatever the Guru is asking you to do, he says, think about it. Chit vich rakh. Remember it. Remember what Guru is telling you to. When Guru says, don't swear, remember not to do that. When Guru is saying, don't do Nindya, don't do it. When Guru says, he's saying, stop doing that, but then Guru will do kirpa. It's not just your effort, he makes that thing fruitful. That's the beauty of having the Guru there. So that's how your karma change.
Okay, next question is karma based on the caste system?
Right, so karma, according to the Hindu philosophy, is based on if you're born in a certain jat, a caste, then, so they have levels. Let's try and keep it simple. One of the 4 levels hunde a: Khatri, Brahman, Sood, Vaishnav. They believe that if you want to go to the next level, so their levels are Brahmans at the top. So they want to go to the 4th level. You have to first do Shudra Janam. If you serve the Kshatris and the Brahmins in there, then you get a Kshatri Janam. If you serve them in there, then you get a... you have to go... Vaishnav, then a Kshatri, then you become a Brahman. So they're saying you have to go through Janam to Janam to Janam to Janam to get to the top Janam, and in the top Janam, that's where everything is. Guruji totally ended all of that. And if you read Gurbani, Guruji says, Khatri, Brahman, Shud, Vaish, Upadesh, Chauvarna ko sanja. Saranu ek upadesha, not one upadesh for lower jat, then middle jat, then another jat, then top jat. Guru said upadesh is the same for everybody. Gurmukh naam jape udre so kalme kat kat nanak manja. Whoever does naam abhyas, whoever accepts the Guru and does Simran in this Janam, they will get saved through Kaljug. Guruji has given us a promise of that. So the caste system and is the Hindu philosophy that Gurbani rejected. They rejected that, the fact that caste plays an influence on Karam.
The next question is, I know Bani helps, but are karma wiped through reading Gurbani?
Hanji. Yeah, Gurbani destroys Karam. So, Gur ka Shabad kaate kot Karam. So, Guru told you directly that the Shabad, if you meditate on it the correct way, act upon it the correct way, and that's Guru said man, tan, and also man bach Karam. So, man should be Gurbani, Bachan should be Gurbani, and our action should be about Gurbani. When you do all three together, when you do all three of those together, then the Guru's Shabad does change it. But you have to, it's about following it and doing it as well.
Okay, next question is, if I'm reading Gurbani but not getting any ras, is this bad karam? Oh, sorry, is this due to bad karam?
Yeah, you could argue it is. I know, but it's so if you're reading Gurbani, it happens to everybody. Then we just always language and all it happens all the time. It happens to everybody that you go and you drop down a level sometimes, and that when you've dropped down, and we've discussed this a couple of times, where the things that drop you down really quickly, obviously 5 dood, but it's looking at someone else lustfully, it's looking at someone else's wealth and saying I'd like that, it's looking at someone else's body, and it's also looking at or doing somebody's nindya. If you do one of those 3 things, your ras will stop. It goes next to 0 or 0 ho janda, and you have to rebuild that back up again. So if you're not getting ras, it could be sometimes it's, you could say it's karma, but it's more actions that we've done here now. We have to do it with single-mindedness, is what Guru is asking us to do, is to do bhakti, single-mindedness. It's hard to do. When you're in that state and you try to do that on your own, that's hard. That's why you have to come back into Sangat. That's why Bhai Gurdashi said, Jera 24 minute kar lave of Sangat. If you can do that, and we can make a system where we're doing more of that, then you'll get into a higher spiritual state.
So the last 2 you've probably covered, but you might want to add something to it. First one is, can we break away from bad karma? And the second one is, are karma rewritten when you take Amrit? So a bit of a repeat of one of the questions.
Break away from this karma, I think that's the same as the first answer that we gave. When you're in the Guru's Sharan, that's how you break away from your karma. That's how you break away from Maya. That's why karma and Maya are so linked. And the other one was about Amrit there.
Yeah. Are karma rewritten when we take Amrit?
Yeah. So Matha, even there's things where the Sakya, where it says, Jadon si Matha tekde Guru nu. If you do it ek man ek chit naal, othe bhi there's jere karma hege likhyo o mit jande hai just by doing tu. That's what Turi Ishnan is. When we do Ishnan in the dust of the Sangat, then what that does is karma. But what's destroying it is not the dust physically on its own. What's destroying it is your home going to 0 first. Then when you say Maturiya of the Sangat, then it gets destroyed. So even Amrit Shakana has a really, really good effect on certain people. It doesn't have much effect on other people. That's a fact. And the reason for that is because the attitude towards the Guru has to change. When we do Amrit, we have to have a different attitude towards the Guru. And that is that the Guru he's our father, he's our mother. Do you know when we say Gurudev Mata, Gurudev Pita, Gurudev Swami Parmeshwar, Gurudev Sakha, Gyan Panjan, Gurudev. Guru is everything. If we do this, if we accept the Guru as everything, then it has a lot of fruitful benefit of you doing Amrit. Some people, we do Amrit is, when it goes down, or down and they are like somewhere else. It's like, I don't feel anything now, so I might as well forget it. And they do really puttikam kar lende. And so those cheejan, that's Amrit Shakana is really important that we do it, we stay in good Sangat to keep our earth strong, right? And we keep reinforcing it. Got to keep reinforcing it. We can't get into this thing where we're just saying, I just got into my job for 4 years. Well, what do you expect? If you got into your job for 4 years, then don't come out of that on the other side thinking, well, I'm going to be great at my Sikhi as well. It doesn't work like that, Anna. There's got to be strong balance there where you're giving a lot of emphasis to bhakti at the same time, a lot of emphasis to doing your Amritullah, waking up, Sadh Sangat, Pyar Karna as well. Sadh Sangat Jana is one thing, and I will cover this in another topic, but ਜਿਹੜਾ arrogance ਹੋਣਾ in ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ is really really bad karma. ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੌੜਾ ਬੋਲਣਾ is really really bad ਚੀਜ਼ to do. ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ being abrupt, all these things, those things build bad karma, they build a bad thing. ਇੱਥੇ should be, if everyone's next to zero, ਇਹ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਣ ਜਾਣਾ very quickly. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ? Okay, thank you ਜੀ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ. Sorry, one second. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਣਾ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਇਹਦਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਫਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਨਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਫਲ ਕੱਲਾ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ?
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਨਾ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਉਹ ਫਲ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਫਲ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਨਾ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਤੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਤੋਤੇ ਵਾਂਗ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ। ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਜੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਨਾ, ਸੋ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ, ਇੰਗਰੀਡੀਅੰਟਸ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਗਰੀਡੀਅੰਟ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਖੰਡਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਈ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਐਵੇਂ ਹੀ ਆ, ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬਕਵਾਸ, ਐਵੇਂ ਵੇਸਟ ਆਫ ਟਾਈਮ ਆ, ਤੋਤਾ ਰਤਨ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਗਲਤ ਆ ਟੂ ਸੇ ਦਾ। ਇਹ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਤੇ ਉਲਟ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਨਾ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਡੈਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਪਈ ਇਸ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ, ਜੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਫਿਲਮ ਦੇਖਣੀ ਆ, ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪੜ੍ਹਦਾ ਮੈਂ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਅਸਲੀਅਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਰਮ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਜੀਵਨ ਮੁਕਤ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ, ਜੇ ਉਸ ਕਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਆਲਸੋ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਇਆ ਦਾ ਕਰਮ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬੰਧਨ ਵਿਆਪਤ ਕਰਮ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਕਰਮ ਸੀਗਾ, ਫੋਰ ਇੰਸਟੈਂਸ ਜੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਉਣਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ, ਪਰ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਅਸੀਂ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ 50 ਮਿੰਟਸ ਚੁਗਲੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ ਲੰਗਰ ਹੋਲ ਵਿੱਚ। ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆਉਣ ਦਾ ਕਰਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੰਧਨ ਵਿਆਪਤ ਬਣਾਤਾ। ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੰਧਨ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਫੋਰ ਇੰਸਟੈਂਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭਗਤੀ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪੋਜ਼ਿਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਕਰਮ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਾੜਾ ਬਣਾਤਾ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਜੇ ਮਾੜੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਬੰਧਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਰਮ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਗਤੀ ਬਣਾਓ। ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿ ਪਈ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਲਾਗਾ, ਲੋਗਣ ਸੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਠਾਠਾ ਭਾਗਾ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਅੰਦਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਨਾ, ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਬਈ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਲਾਗਾ, ਲੋਗਣ ਸੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਠਾਠਾ ਭਾਗਾ, ਮੇਰਾ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਰੋ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਨ ਰਮੇ ਹੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਲੀ ਐਨ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਆ ਅਬਜ਼ੋਰਬਡ, ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਹ ਭਗਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਪਣ, ਫੇਰ ਸਾਰਾ ਪੁੱਠਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਨਾ। ਸੋ ਸਿਰਫ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਫਾਸਟ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਕਈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਾਸਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗ ਸਕਦਾ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਲੱਗ ਸਕਦਾ ਆ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਾਠ ਫਾਸਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲੱਗ ਸਕਦਾ। ਇਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੈਗੀ ਮੈਕੈਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਦੀ ਆ, ਇਹ ਬੋਡੀ ਦੀ ਮੈਕੈਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ ਆ, ਹਨਾ। ਫਾਸਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਜੇ ਪੂਰਨ ਜੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਫਾਸਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਬਈ ਕੌਣ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਮਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਾ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹਾਊ ਯੂ ਮੇਕ ਯੂਰ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ ਆ ਚੀਜ਼। ਜੇ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਾਸਟ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ ਚੀਜ਼, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਮਨ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੈਟ ਆ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਵਨ ਥਿੰਗ ਇਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਤਮ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ, ਅਨਬਿਲੀਵੇਬਲ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ, ਅਨਬਿਲੀਵੇਬਲ ਚੀਜ਼। That's why every ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ I ain't got no ਕੋਈ ਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਟ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੋਆ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਐਸਾ ਸਟਾਪ, ਜੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਗੁਣੇ ਸਟਾਪ ਕਰਨ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਨਾ ਸੁਣਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ। ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮੇਕ ਦੀਜ਼ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ, ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਵੀ ਸੀਡੀਆਂ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕਾਲਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਟੈਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ 8-8 9-9 ਘੰਟੇ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਾਲਾ ਸਟੱਫ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਉਹ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਉਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਮਨ 'ਚ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਸੋ those things ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਤਮ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ, ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਤਮ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ, ਇਟਸ ਅਨਬਿਲੀਵੇਬਲ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਦੇਤੀ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਆਵਰ ਬੈਕ, ਘਰ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੋਰਗੇਜ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ 70 ਸਾਲ ਤੱਕ ਉਹ ਐਨੀ ਛਿੱਲ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੋਰਗੇਜ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਉਹਦੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੱਚੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਟੈਂ ਟੈਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਐਨ ਸਿਰ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਛੱਡਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ 1000 ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇਖੀ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਬਚਾਲਾ ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖੋ ਜੰਜਾਲ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਫਿਰ ਲਪਟਾਵੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਉਧਰ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਬਈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਜੋ ਘਰ ਛੱਡ ਗਵਾਵਣਾ ਸੋ ਲੱਗਾ ਮਨ ਮਾਹੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਏ ਤੁਧ ਵਰਤਣਾ ਤਿਸ ਕੀ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਨਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਜਿਸ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭੂਤ ਬਣ ਜਾਣਾ ਭੂਤ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨ ਲੱਗਾ ਨਾ ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਅਗਰ ਸੌਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਆਫ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਪਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਅਗਰ ਫਾਸਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਮਾੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਪਰ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੋਈ ਉਹਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਵੇਸਟ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੰਚਲ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਪਰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦਾ ਮਨ ਕਿਹਦਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿਹਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਈ ਮੀਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਕੋਈ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਬਣਾਓ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਗੋਇੰ ਟੂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਆਏ ਹੋ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਾਫ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਓਕੇ ਜੀ ਐਵਰੀਬਾਡੀ ਸਿਟ ਅਪ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਵਡਭਾਗੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਟੂ ਡੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਵਡਭਾਗੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਟੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਤੇ ਵਡਭਾਗੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਟੂ ਲੈਟ ਗੋ ਆਫ देयर ਮਾਇਆ ਐਂਡ ਥਿੰਕ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇੱਕ ਲੋਕ ਲੱਜਿਆ ਲਈ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਦਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਵੀ ਗਾਹਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਦਾ ਜਾਣੀ ਫਲ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਧਾਰਨੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਫਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਫਲ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਧਾਰਨੇ ਲਈ ਹੈਗਾ ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਤੇ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਕੋਈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਿਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਅਸਲ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕੁਛ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ
ਇਹਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੈਸਾ
ਵੀ ਜੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਦਾਈ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ
ਹਾਂ
ਵੀ ਉਹ ਲੋਕ ਕਹਿਣ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਮੈਟ ਜਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਉਲਟ ਗਿਆ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਹੀ ਵੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਤੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਵੇ ਫਿਰ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ
ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਪਾਗਲ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਣ ਕੋਈ ਆਖੇ ਭੂਤਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਕਹੇ ਬੇਤਾਲਾ ਕੋਈ ਆਖੇ ਆਦਮੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਭਇਆ ਦੀਵਾਨਾ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਕਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਬੋਰਾਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਗਲ ਹਾਂ ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਗਲ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਪਾਗਲ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਪਾਗਲ ਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੂਰਖ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਮੂਰਖ ਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਹਰ ਆਰਾਧਨਾ ਜਾਨਾ ਰੇ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਗੁਰ ਗੁਰ ਗਾਤਾ ਰਹੇ ਕਰਤਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਬਈ ਜੇ ਮੂਰਖ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਵੀ ਮੂਰਖ ਜੇ ਪਾਗਲ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਪਾਗਲ ਹਾਂ ਜੇ ਭਗਤ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਭਗਤ ਆ ਜੇ ਭੂਤ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਭੂਤਨੇ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਲੋਗਣ ਕੀ ਚਤਰਾਈ ਉਪਮਾ ਤੇ ਬੈਸੰਤ ਰਜਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਅੱਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਟੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇਹ ਹੈਗੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਭਗਤ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਪਣਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਪਣਾ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਉਲਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਭੂਤਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਸੇਮ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਜੋ ਉਸੇ ਗੱਭੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਨਾ ਬਾਬੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਭੂਤਨੇ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ ਜੇ ਭੂਤਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਆ ਇਹ ਆ ਜੇ ਭਈ ਦੇਹੀ ਕਿਸ ਕੀ ਬਾਪਰੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੋਏਗੋ ਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰ ਜੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਨਾਮ ਅਭਿਆਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਨਗਰੀ ਹਨਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਕਿਸੇ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਂਦ ਤੱਕ that means it doesn't mean that ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਪਾਪ ਛੱਡ ਦਿੱਤੇ it means ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾ ਇਸ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਇਕਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ ਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਵਿਲੇਜ ਉਹ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੈਸੇ ਹੀਰਾ ਹੱਥ ਮੇ ਤਮਕ ਕੋ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਦੇ ਹੀਰਾ ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਉਹ ਵੱਡੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਸੀਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਦਰਖਤ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਪਰ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ 24 ਮਿੰਟ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਹੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਰੀ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਉਹਦਾ ਲਾਭ ਕੀ ਆ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਸੋ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਹੁਣ ਫਿਰ ਓਕੇ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ।